Creatures of all sorts have come from all over the kingdom with a dream of becoming champions of this new sport. Will you be the one to win the legendary Golden Cup? Each player gets a team board with a stadium and a scout tile, both on the bronze side. Keep a -1 defense token, a 2 and a 4 attack tokens on your board. These are your team's tokens. Put the rest of the tokens in your supply. They are not available yet. The finance cube goes on space 4 of the finance track. Give each player a match tile, using only the ones dedicated to the number of players at the table. Place 1, 2 or 3 field boards at the center of the table, depending on the number of players. Place 1 bag and 4 break tokens next to each field board. Place the championship board next to the field board with the round token on space 1. Create 3 separate decks of bronze, silver and gold cards. Each player gets 3 bronze cards. Each player also gets 2 supporter cards, keeps one and discards the other. Create a supply of dice, fame and sponsor tokens. A game of Golden Cup is played over 6 rounds. Players will improve their teams, and then engage in 1 versus 1 matches to gain fame. At the end, the 2 players with the most fame points play the final match to determine the winner. Each round consists of 3 phases: round setup, purchase campaign, matches. During round setup, which is not needed in the first round, players may discard any number of champion cards from their hand, then draw cards from the champion deck corresponding to their scout level, bronze, silver or gold, until they have 3 cards in hand. The round token moves 1 space to the right. At the beginning of purchase campaign phase, players calculate their available coins. Check the number on your stadium tile. Add any potential effect of the champions you have played, and add or subtract the value of the sponsor tokens you have. Place your finance cube on that value and discard all your sponsor tokens. You can now spend your coins to perform different purchases. You can perform and repeat any purchase until you have coins. For 1 coin, you can discard any number of champion cards and redraw from the deck corresponding to your scout level until you have 3 cards in hand. For 3 coins, you can play a champion card from your hand. Apply any immediate effect. For 3 coins, develop your scout level from bronze to silver or from silver to gold. Your scout level indicates from what deck you will draw your champions. For 3 coins in round 1 or 2, 2 coins in round 3 or 4, 1 coin in rounds 5 or 6, develop your stadium. Developing your stadium increases the number of coins available for future rounds. For 1 coin, improve the value of an attack token by 1, or improve the value of a defense token by 2. Exchange the token with the better version from your supply. For 2 coins, add a 1 value attack token or a 2 value defense token to your team on the board. You can't save coins for the next round. If you don't spend all of them, you lose them. When all players have finished the purchase campaign phase, proceed to the match phase. The match tile indicates in what field you will play in each round. Place all of your team's tokens into the bag of the respective field. Your opponent does the same. Add 4 break tokens into the bag. Arrange your played champions as you wish on your board. If you have played more than 4 champions, the extras sit on the bench next to the player board. They will not be used. Apply any potential effects on the champions you have chosen. Some base champions are printed on the board, but they are very clumsy and they make you lose fame points. Try to replace them quickly. A player starts drawing 1 token at a time from the bag and places it in the starting space of the field. If a break token is drawn, nothing happens, continue drawing. If a defense token is drawn, nothing happens, continue drawing. If an attack token is drawn, determine the attack value by subtracting the value of all the opponent's defense tokens already drawn. If the total is 0 or less, the attack is blocked. If the total is 1, the champion in slot 1 is the shooting champion. If the total is 2, the champion in slot 2 is the shooting champion, and so on. Apply any shooting effect of that champion. The attacking player rolls the die. If the value matches one of the values printed under the shooting champion, the champion scores. Flip the attack token to indicate a score. Otherwise, the attack fails. In both cases, flip the defense tokens of the opponent involved in the attack. They will not be used again. Continue drawing until a token is placed on the space indicating the number of the current round, or until there are no more tokens in the bag. Score fame points based on your result. In case of a draw, each player gets 2 fame points. In case of a victory, gain 3, 4 or 5 fame points, depending on your scout level, plus fame points equal to the match score difference. For instance, with a silver scout level and a score of 3 to 1, the winner gets 4 plus 2 fame points. At the end of a match, all action tokens are returned to the players. The championship ends after 6 rounds. Calculate your fame points adding the points from your fame tokens, the points from the endgame effects on your champions, the points indicated on your supporter card. Calculate your coins as you normally do at the beginning of the purchase campaign phase, and get the fame points indicated by the level of your finance cube. The 2 players with the most fame points go to the final match. In a 2-player game, if a player has 6 or more fame points, more than the opponent, they immediately win the game. Play the final match on a field of your choosing, without an additional purchase campaign phase, until you reach space 6 on the field. The player who wins the final match wins the Golden Cup. In case of a draw, proceed to the penalty shots. Each player chooses which champions to put on their slots. Then each player makes a shot with the champion in slot 4. If both champions score, proceed with slot 3 and so on. As soon as one player scores and the other fails, the player who scored wins the game. You are now ready to play Golden Cup.